what's up? This is Tony Horton, Gracie. And people were asking me, they're like, but Tony, all this crazy stuff going on in Russia and Ukraine, aren't you going to help? And I was, sorry to say this, but yeah, I was going to help Ukraine. I said, hey, here's how we're going to do it. I know Putin, the dictator in Russia, is starting some shit, and he's a judo fanatic. You know, as a matter of fact, he says he's the black belt current Russian judo champion. So I was just going to challenge him, mano a mano, or man to Putin, a submission only Gracie Jiu-Jitsu match versus Putin Judo. And, if I whooped his ass, which I probably would, he had to pull out. He had to get the fuck out of Ukraine. But in sanctions, they can't even endorse that fight. And the reason why is because Putin, I looked on the International Judo website. You're not even a real judo black belt. Get real, Putin. Tony Horton, Gracie.
With
This is the Sao Paulo flag. And this is the Americano flag. Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony Horton, Gracie. I was just explaining this little pendejo about some of the flags. You see, flags are very important. Flags mean a lot to people like me. And when you see this flag, a lot of times people ask me, but Tony, is that really an American flag? It's only black and white. Or what are you, some kind of motorcycle terrorist or something? No. This means a lot to me and other veterans, because when we get deployed, not peacekeeping, when we go over to Afghanistan to kill some Chechens and Taliban, we wear infrared American flag patch. And it's black and it's gray, because that's how you see it in infrared. So we always associate the black and white American flag with deployment. So when you see a black and white American flag hanging on an American's wall, 9 times out of 10, they've been over there and killed some bad guys. But my days of killing bad guys is over. I'm a veteran. I train people to kill bad guys. But if you want to talk about people killing bad guys, right now, I'm going to talk about the king champions of Don't Tread on Me. My brothers and sisters in Ukraine. Keep on killing them. Keep on giving them hell. And speaking of giving hell, I'm going to give this Medejo a little roll that he'll never forget either. Tony Horton, Gracie, people of the hills. Black kimono. If I'm wearing a black kimono, I'm going to tell this Medejo, wear a white kimono. And speaking of black kimonos, you might be seeing this and thinking about, Tony, that's a nice looking kimono. You're damn right it is. Sumo Sports, hit them up. Sumo Sports keto.com and use my 5% discount. 5 off. Have keto. Tony, how do you guys go about this dangerous, street illegal leg locks and not get hurt? Scuzz, we play the gentleman's rule. No doing leg locks too hard, no eye gouging, no pulling shirt collars. Speaking of nice shirt collars, check them out. My little Medejo right here got me a present. A present in time. Thank you. And speaking of all these illegal, deadly leg locks, that's right. We got students here that got their legs broken training, like this pendejo. But that doesn't stop him. He still comes to the Sao Paulo dojo just to watch. And speaking about watching things, watch them head over toes. Get some of the best physical fitness here. That's fitness in Braziliano, while you have to take your rest days. Check this out. Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony Horton, Gracie, and we're gonna do a little bit different of a video today. And what I mean, yeah, we always show some of the best, if not the best, Braziliano jiu-jitsu techniques that you're ever gonna see, but we always do it in the playful manner. We like to tell jokes. I really don't care if people send me hate mail and say I'm not a real Gracie. Indeed, Ancestry.com says differently. But today, there's going to be something I'm going to say that's near and dear to my heart, and it's real life self-defense. Yeah, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for over 27 years, but I was also in the Army. I'm a combat veteran, and I've had to use combatives, both with a weapon and with, rifles and stuff, in combat. So this is something that's very serious and should be taken very serious. So today, I'm going to teach some combat or combatives, but I'm going to teach it on 3 different levels. Maybe you just need to use it as self-defense against a schoolmate or a friend. Maybe you need to use it a little bit more deadly or self-defense wise against a countryman or a stranger. Maybe it is a life and death situation. You need to be able to know how to defend yourself from all 3 categories, kind of like the Ukrainians are going through while they're kicking Putin's ass right now. Hope you like this video, and if you're in Russia, we don't like Putin. Okay, so we're going to talk about use of force and use of elevated force. And what I mean is, yeah, maybe for the first person I have to defend myself from, I'm going to tell a little story of myself. I literally had to kick my brother-in-law's ass a couple of days ago and kick him out of here. No long story about why, but I'm not going to throw hands with my brother-in-law. I'm not going to break his arm. I'm just going to clinch up, throw him to the ground, control him, talk him out of it, and then kick him out. And that might be the same type of self-defense you might have to do. Let's say you're at a barbecue and your uncle's had a little too much to drink. You just want to throw him down, rest him out. Let's say like Ukraine, at the very beginning, Russia was saying, hey, we're just doing international military training, and they started staging around them and stuff. Yeah, it wasn't time for Ukraine to bring this elevated force and start bombing them yet. Same thing, you had a party, your cousin, your brother, your mom has had a little bit too much to drink, and maybe they're getting more aggressive. Yeah, you don't need to necessarily grab them and choke them out. And here's what I mean. We always talk about clinch drills. What if he throws a punch, sucker punch? How am I going to stop it and stuff? Well, maybe I don't even want to wait till that. What if I'm just trying to talk to my little cousin? Hey, cuz, you had too much to drink. Come on, man, take it easy. And I start pushing his hands down so I can do this. This should always be my first use of force. If he's standing back and he starts talking smack, yeah, and he does that, I know probably the next thing he's going to do is try to hit my face, yeah. So I'm like, hey, look, cousin, you got a little bit too much to drink. And then from there, I can control the situation without hurting him. Use of force, clinch drill, number uno.
All right, man, calm down.
But it's just that, man, you're freaking out, man. I saw what you did. Okay. And that's just that easy. What if you're not even with a family member, but what if you're like at a gas station and hey, this guy is just a drunk, belligerent, homeless guy. I don't need to smash this guy in the face. I just need to get on top of him. And one of the funnest times to practice your real world judo is against a weak, drunk crackhead. So maybe I'm like, hey, calm down. And then I throw him right on the ground. But what if I have to elevate the force a little bit higher? What if I am at a gas station and this guy is, he's giving me a little bit more threat. I know he's going to be a problem. I know just putting my hands on him is not going to make him calm down. What if he's already caught back? So, so the camera can see, yeah, he's called back now. I'm going to have to go for a different clinch drill. I might still not want to break blood and throw hands with him, but I definitely don't want him to hit me. So I'm going to put my clinch drill up, but instead of me spearing him to the face like we were learning Army combatives, I'm going to spear to the fist or to the arm that's trying to hit me. So he throws the punch, boom. I've stopped myself from getting punched, and I've speared right on his bicep. If you think that don't hurt, watch this. 3 times, 2 times. Boom. Boom.
I heard it hurts. Not even hardly
Boom.
any
He's
pressure.
not even throwing hard because his arm hurts. Yeah, when the guy goes back and he's getting ready to come in for the punch, you clinch drill up, and as you see that arm, boom, you spear your elbow right into the bicep, protecting your head at the same time. One more time. Boom! And it hurts. Yeah. So you're able to neutralize and go a little bit harder. So he throws the punch. Boom! That hurts. Hey, I said calm down. Okay, so let's go into the third, okay? Yeah, use of force. Maybe I'm dealing with a little kid, a drunk, belligerent family member, not on the battlefield. At a backyard barbecue, I'm just gonna do a quick put your hands down, throw them down, maybe a judo throw, calm them down. Now I'm out and about, I'm at the Wawa or grocery store, some dude throws his crack pipe down and he goes to throw the punch, boom, I might shoot the elbow right there, take him down a little bit harder. Now, the third one, guy's coming out, maybe he has a knife, maybe he has some boys, I gotta do some damage. One of my favorite parts of self-defense is doing some damage. And speaking of doing damage, you think that my skills do a lot of damage. I'm gonna show you a technique right there that I learned from a guy named Phil Ploblinski. Check him out on YouTube, Practical Hep Keto. So this is what he does. Instead of me just doing my block up here, he's gonna take it all the way back, straight to the face. As soon as they start leaning back, I turn both fists into a hammer fist and I come right down on his collarbone. I'm going to block, hit like this. Boom. Boom. He eats the elbow to his face. His collarbones hurt. So, depending on who's throwing the punch, how they're throwing the punch, and where they're throwing the punch is going to dictate how hard or how aggressive my defense is going to be. My friends, these yeah, and sometimes even Mountain Dew, you might need a little bit higher use of force. If I'm just doing an easy workout, maybe I'll drink a regular can of Mountain Dew Original. If I need a little bit stronger workout, maybe I'll be like this little bendejo and drink a Mountain Dew Kickstart. But if I want to be a boss, I'm going to drink a Boss Mountain Dew. That's right, Mountain Dew Energy. It's time to do it.
Okay. Calm down, man. Calm down.
We've even talked about how it can lead into some takedowns. Obviously, the takedowns are going to be a little bit more forceful as the use of force grows up. Another day, another time, we might get into the top takedowns in better detail. But let's talk about use of force on the ground once I've actually taken someone down. Same thing, okay? The fight might go down to the ground a lot sooner than I thought, and then from the ground, I'll have to do the same thing. I have to quickly assess the situation based on how aggressive he's acting, how I'm gonna finish, not how I wanna finish, because there's nothing I want more than to finish with a leg lock. But he might not deserve a leg lock, he might deserve more than a leg lock. And here's what I mean. Hit that way, leg that way.
Down?
Yeah. Okay, so come this way a little bit. I'm gonna cut this tick to you. Okay, so like I said, another day, another video. We're gonna talk about how I took him down and got on top of him. But I'm on top of him. I've got to figure out quickly if this guy's an easy lay down or if I'm actually gonna have to fight. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna smother him. I'm gonna give what my little cousins call the Gracie blanket. My hands are gonna come to the mat, my legs are gonna freaking scoop him up, and I'm just gonna get heavy. Yeah, from right here, he might just say, try to push a couple times, go ahead, and he can't. And he gets tired out, says, all right, enough, go ahead.
Okay. Come on, stop.
You had enough? You ready to calm down?
Yep,
All right,
yep,
I'm gonna
okay.
get up. So yeah, you might just be able to get on top of someone, smother them, and then they let you up, like that little pendejo, that professional boxerillo who fought my little cousin Hoist. Yeah, and that's what you do. A lot of times people associate jiu-jitsu as a submission martial art, and it absolutely is. And it doesn't always have to be a submission through an arm lock or a choke. If I take a little pendejo down and I smother him and I'm freaking holding him in the mount and he tries to squirm a couple of times and realizes he's not going to go anywhere, he can give me a verbal tap, but I'm going to force him to submit. I'm not going to be like, all right, get off me, and I just get off to get kicked. As soon as he starts saying, get off me, I let him know he needs to submit. All right, you're going to be cool? Everything cool? If I get off, you're going to be cool? Yeah, I'll be cool. And then I'm up. I've won that fight. I've neutralized him. I've even made him submit to me. Now, part two. Maybe the guy is a little bit more strong or just not ready to give up. So I take him down, boom. He goes down. I go for my full mount. Come over this way a little bit. I go to smother him, but he's stronger and he starts pushing more stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose this situation. So my feet are gonna go back to the ground. I'm gonna sit up. I'm not gonna sit on him. I'm gonna sit up, and then with open hands, not to cause any blood, not to knock his teeth out, not to break my hands. With open hands, I'm just gonna slap. Yeah, from that slap, number one, he's gonna stop bucking for a second, and number two, his hands are gonna come up. From his hands coming up, 2-on-1, I push down, I get my key lock. Same thing, I get that verbal submission.
All right, stop,
Are you
stop,
cool?
stop,
Are
stop.
you cool?
Cool, I'm cool.
Are
man.
you cool?
I'm cool, don't break my arm.
Put the other hand down. And I get that verbal submission. So one more time. Yeah, be cool. Don't break my arm. And you bring your aggression up according to theirs. You take him down, you smother him. Of course, he's going to squirm a couple of times, and then he's going to tell you had enough. If he squirms harder and harder, you sit up, open hands, you start patting him down. At his face, his hands come up, 2-on-1, key lock, verbal submission. You cool? I'll break your fucking arm. Calm the fuck down. And he'll submit. The last one, again, you're making assessments. If I can just smother someone and he squirms a couple of times and then starts saying, I'm tired, get off me, I'm gonna die, I can't breathe, I can submit him that way. If I smother someone and he really starts fucking me, I might have to get up and slap him a couple of times. He puts his hands up, I armbar him. But you might be going up against someone high on drugs or someone who just came to fight. So if I come up and I start slapping with these open hands and from the bottom he starts throwing punches back, I'm not going to close my fist. Number one, can cause him some serious injuries. Number two, can cause my hands some serious injuries. If I miss and hit the street, if I hit him in the back of the head, I can hurt my hands. I'm going to hit with the palms or the heels of my palms, so I'm going to hit a little bit harder, which is going to cause a different reaction. Probably it's going to cause him to turn his head and roll. I'll lift up, I'll go with the roll until his back, he gives me his back, and then I'll choke him. So it's going to look like this. Come on down. Okay. So I'm down, I try to set the Gracie blanket. Boom, he starts shaking me. Oh my gosh, I sit up, I start throwing slaps, he starts throwing punches back. Oh, so now I have to elbow and throw heels. He might start rolling to not get hit. I lift up, I drop back down, I choke him. Now, turn this way. If he rolls and I lift up and drop back down to this side, I can't get a choke right here. I'm going to have to push his arm down, pick it up, and help him finish rolling for me. And this is what it looks like. Okay guys, so there you have it. Use of force, okay? You don't want to say, I know one standing defense and one ground defense, because guess what? You might have to defend yourself, knock on wood, from someone who's not an enemy. You might have to defend yourself from a family member. Are you going to punch them and break their arm? No, you just want to slam them down. You might have to defend yourself against someone from your own country who's still trying to rob you. Are they going to kill them at Wawa? No, you're going to put them down and break their arm. Or, like the Ukrainians are going through right now, you might be just an innocent bystander and be invaded by some dickhead communists and have to really defend yourself for your life. So you need to know quickly how to analyze and how to adjust your use of force, both standing and on the ground. Thank you for watching this. Speaking of adjustments, you've always seen this pendejo right here. This is Edward. He's one of my top students. Damn it. This is Edwin. Him and Edward are my top students.
We got a lot of E's around here.
Yeah, we do. But we were actually developing a character for him where he was going to be a Sambo Russian spy, and throughout these funny videos, it was going to come out more. But we have made the choice to, number one, not make him a Russian spy as a character, and number two, in no way do we want to support Russia. In no way do we support Russia. And I'm not one of those guys who's afraid to say how I feel. And I'm saying right here on my YouTube channel to the millions of people viewing, I don't support Russia. And Putin, if you were a real black belt and didn't get demoted today, I'd fight you. But you're not even on my level because you're not real. This is Tony Horton. Gracie.